Welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach, aka Crochet Me Zaddy, and I'm a crochet person on the internet. I make cute dolls, patterns for the dolls, and I don't know, I just genuinely do crochet and craft related things on here. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new here, welcome along, come hang out, bring along your crafts, let's have fun. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the things that I'm currently working on, the things I've finished in the past couple of weeks, as well as the plans I have for the future. First thing on the agenda is my little cow pal pattern. So you may have noticed this little guy appearing in my sewing video. If you haven't checked that video out yet, I have it linked somewhere below. In that video, you'll find lots of tips, tricks, and techniques on how to sew your plushies together. But anyway, I have now put my little cows together. Look how cute they look! Eee! And I have put a pattern out there for testing, so that will be out by the 28th of September, and I'll link the pattern below. But I'm very excited. I've had this pattern out for a little while now via magazine, but I'm going to be releasing it on my own website now, so I'm very excited to get that one out there, and I think it just looks very cute. I'm currently working on my own like brown chocolatey kind of cow. I think it'll look cute in these colors, and I'm very excited to show you the finished product when I do. In the last video, I was talking about my little bug pal pattern and how I want to upgrade it to like a little bug buddy collection, like a garden collection, and I was talking about this little butterfly pal, or little butterfly buddy really. And I've since finished the wing design. I think that looks absolutely gorgeous. So I ended up like stitching all these wings together and making it all into one piece just to attach onto the body, which it gives it like that stability. It makes it a little bit nicer. Like the wings still fold back and whatnot, but they're not like falling back, if that makes sense. They're pretty stable where they are, and I'm very happy with how it looks. I've thought about adding some facial features like some eyelashes or some blush. I'm still hemming and hawing about that because I think it looks fine as it is, like it's perfect as a pattern. I'm just thinking that maybe I could add in like a little feature as part of the pattern and do different like facial features for each individual bug. I still need to get them all written up and fully published into the pattern to put out for testing. But for now, I've got the little butterfly buddy, and then I started working on a little snail buddy. Isn't this cute? I love it. It's so adorable. So very similar. I got the same body shape, and I've got my little snail shell here. This is the third iteration of the snail shells. I originally did one here, which it's a little bit hard to see, but the way I did it is it actually is in a spiral. So I started with two different colors on the same magic circle and worked them around each other. It was very technical and very difficult to actually finish that product. And so I decided it looked just the same if I literally just changed color row by row. Like, you can kind of see it, but I'm like, this is so much easier. So my patterns are more aimed at beginners, so I want to make it easier for them. So that's why I went with that route of just doing a different color change every time. I mean, I could write it in saying how to do the spiral effect, but it seems unnecessary at this point. And then last but not least, I haven't finished this one quite yet, but I wanted to do like a ladybug. So it's got its little wings on the back there, it's a little cutie. I'm gonna add its little like black spots on the, as like a final touch. I'm just wondering if I crochet them or embroider them in, but that's the third of the little collection there. And I'm also very happy with that one. With all three, I wanna add some more facial features and things, but I'm pretty happy with how they look right now. And I can't wait to get them out as like a little garden collection. And I just lost the ladybug wing. Oh god, where to go? Don't stab into my foot. The dangers of crochet. I also made this. So this is a cute little phone pouch. I just used some sugar and cream yarn and made a little like handle and little pouch with a little flap on there. And I can just put my phone in here. It looks nice, right? It's just a little phone pouch. Like, you can do it without the flap as well. I think it looks fine. Right? That's neat. I like it. Anyway, so I made a little phone pouch. I think it looks nice. And yeah, I thought about doing a little YouTube video showing people how to do that. Are people interested in that? Let me know. It took me about, I want to say, an hour to 2 hours making that. It's not the most difficult thing, so it's a cute little beginner project as well. You know, food for thought. I also wanted to give an update on my knitted sweater. So I've come up to the first issue with my knitted sweater. Okay, so first of all, I had a great success with this part. If I show you the full body, I have made it to the end. Ta-da! And sorry, I'm just like holding it over my shoulder, and I did the ribbing down the bottom there, and it looks super nice. If I hold it up fully, You can see what I mean, right? Cute. And then I started doing the sleeves on one side, and the way I've been doing the decreases on there, it's my first time like decreasing into a sleeve. What's kind of happened is it's organically turned into this kind of puff sleeve. You can see how it's kind of got this bumpy ridging going along there. It's because of the way I did these like knit together decreases. It's just automatically made it this like poofy style sleeve, and I didn't want that, so it's going to be my first time undoing knitting. I haven't had to undo any rows or stitches or anything like that, so I'm pretty excited to learn how to do that, and a little bit nervous because I don't want to ruin my sweater that I've just spent so long working on. Right now it's looking fantastic. I just want to re-edit the sleeve. Also, when I attach it at the bottom here, I got this big gap, as you can see, and I want to fix it up as well. I'm glad I haven't gone too far down the sleeve to notice the error, so I'm pretty excited to just fix that up and move on and get the sleeves done and start wearing this before it gets too hot here in Australia, so yay! And speaking of, I guess, knitwear and nice yarns, I got my new shipment in from Arcane Fibreworks. So I've got the box here, so this is going to be a little bit of a yarn haul. There it says Zaddy in the box. I got 3 different colorways from Arcane Fibreworks, and I've already seen them all. They're so beautiful. If you didn't see them on my Instagram already, I'm showing you now. So I've got 2 chunky yarns, and then I've got a DK weight yarn. The 2 chunky yarns I'm intending on making a sweater or maybe a vest with. I'm not too sure. And then the DK weight I'm actually going to be gifting to my mother to make a project with, and I'm going to try document her and her project as she's going to be in Australia for the next 6 weeks while my sister is having a baby. Sorry, side story, my sister is currently in hospital right now giving birth, so I'm in a little bit of a rush filming this video, and then we're gonna go see them and hopefully see the little niece, if not see my sister pre-niece. It's a long story why she can see us. She's like in labor, kind of not in labor. Don't worry, the baby will be here soon. Anyway, onto the yarn. So this is the Man on the Moon colorway. I'm hoping, oh yes, I was hoping the colorways would come up really nicely on camera. So this is the Man in the Moon colorway. There you go, by Arcane Fibreworks. And so it's like a nice like gray, white, charcoal, like tonal blended yarn, and look how shiny that looks coming up on camera. I can confirm it is just as shiny in person. Well, not like, it's not like bright shimmery silk shiny. It's just got a nice finish to it, and it's so soft, and I love working with this yarn, and I'm so excited to go wind it up. I'm actually gonna take all this yarn to my parents after this video and go do a little winding sesh with them. The second colorway I got some more semi-solid charcoals. So if you're following along with my saga with the crochet sweater that I intended on making, this is the dark colored charcoal yarn that I used for the collar as well as the cuffs. I just got some more of that. Look how deep that dark black, dark gray, that deep dark charcoal color is. It's so nice. And then last but not least, I'm very excited about this, and I'm a little bit jealous that this is the yarn that my mother asked for to make for her knit project. But this is, I think it's life begins after coffee. Look at this. So this is like a coffee inspired colorway. Just look at those colors. I'm so excited to see how this one works out. So my mum is intending on making a cardigan for my sister as we are heading into warmer weather here in Australia, as we're heading into spring. And so she wants to make like a coffee colored one, which I think will just be like a nice gift after my sister has had the baby and is just wanting to relax. She can have a nice flowy cardigan with her. So those are the 3 colorways that I got. I'm very excited to get started on those. And I'm probably going to cut to us doing some yarn winding shortly with my parents, and maybe even talking about the yarn, do a yarn reveal. They haven't even seen this yet, so I want to see what their reaction is. Maybe I can get like a live reaction of them. Who knows? Let's find out. Alrighty, so here we are with the lovely parents, the parents of Crochet Me Zaddy. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Anne-Marie.
And I'm Kevin.
So these are my lovely parents. Yay. And today we're going to be learning how to do some yarn winding. So I've got my little yarn winder here in front of me, which one of them will operate, and then I'll get the other person on the Swift here. Do either of you know what either of these do, as in tools?
They wind yarn.
That's a good answer, Dad.
That one spins.
Which one? Both?
Yeah, I don't
This
know.
one does a wobbly thingy, and that one
I
spins
don't. I
around.
really
and
don't know. I've never seen either of these. In
And we're
operation
slave
before.
labour.
To be honest, I'm not a professional in either of this anyway. But what it does, so what I do first of all is show you the yarn that Mum is going to be using to create a cardigan for my sister. She hasn't seen it in person yet, so
No.
I've talked about it online. I don't know if you have seen my stories, but
Yes.
Yes.
ta-da!
Oh.
So have a little look at that.
That looks
It looks
really
better in
nice.
reality than
It
it
does.
online.
It doesn't.
Does. Oh,
like-
and it's so soft.
Yeah, we've got plenty of
Look at
stains.
That.
Yeah.
It's really soft.
These are live reactions. Yeah, I did it as well
This
on
is
another video.
It's like a baby wool type thing, isn't it? 'Cause it's-
I believe it's a merino. It says on here. It is a SW
merino nylon,
merino nylon.
80-20, whatever that is.
I don't know what that means, but
It
it's a
means-
DK weight.
It means part merino and part something else. Part nylon. So 80% merino and 20% nylon.
That might be like
That
a per
would be
weight or
my
standard
answer.
weight or something rather, where merino might be lighter than nylon or something, so it's actually a weight percentage ratio rather than volume.
No.
I don't have the answer to
No,
this. I
I
should.
would say it's 80%
Anyone out there
merino
got the answer?
and
Does anyone
20% it's a double knit weight.
Double knit weight, yes.
80-20 SW merino nylon.
Yes. I don't really know what that means. I should know more being the professional that I am in the yarn trade, but we'll ask Arcane Fibreworks. Maybe they'll answer it for me.
Or Google.
Hello, it's me, Zach from the editing world, and I just want to tell you a bit more about the yarn because I went and researched it. So this is all the yarn that's from Arcane Fibreworks, and I found out SW, which I assume a lot of you will already know. I didn't know because I don't make a lot of garments, clothing garments, whatnot. But the SW means superwash, which means you can put it in your washing machine. They do recommend to put it on a cold and gentle cycle, however. So with a lot of yarn dyes, you get a lot of mixed types of wools, so a lot of mixed fibers. It might be 80% 20 nylon like Arcane's Fibreworks is. It might be 70 20 10 mixtures of merino, bamboo, other fibers. But with the Arcane Fibreworks mix, they do the merino and nylon because it is super soft, super squishy, and an absolute dream to work with. And then the chunky yarns, like this Man on the Moon skein here, is done in 100% merino. And the technique of how this yarn is spun is from an extra long staple fiber, which means it is pretty strong with a silky feel. I'm not a yarn spinner, but that sounds pretty good to me. Do you know what this is called, like this shape of yarn, or how it's come in?
Wool?
No, this is a hank.
Yes, good work,
Oh.
Mum.
Oh.
So this is a hank of yarn, but they tend to dye the yarn in this shape that it comes out in. So when you tie it, like unknot it, so they normally roll up the hank into that shape, but when they're dyeing the yarn, it's normally like in this shape here, and it's normally like in loops, and that's easier for yarn dyers to actually get or to like work with the yarn. But if they were to roll every single hank or every single, I guess, amount of yarn together into the balls, that'd be way too much effort for the yarn dyers. So that's why we end up yarn dyeing it ourselves. I mean, not yarn dyeing, yarn winding it ourselves. So what we end up doing is we unwind the hanks of yarn and then we put them on the Swift. And then using the Swift, we transfer it over to this, which is our little ball winder. And that creates cakes of yarn, which make it easier to work with. Because if you tried to work with the yarn out of this, it's going to end up being so, yeah, it's going to be a mess, a huge knotty mess. So we tend to avoid that. So that's what we get help with both of you for, is winding up one ball of yarn.
Okay. Sounds fun.
So I may have run out of memory on my phone and cut it halfway through that. But anyway, we finished the yarn. So we've got our cake of yarn here. And that's what comes from yarn winding. So now I'm gonna get Mum and Dad to work for me and wind more balls of yarn.
More slave labour.
How
Yeah,
many
thanks
balls
Dad.
do we have?
We have 9 skeins to make of that. We have 11 of my
Wow.
charcoal, and we have another, no, 2 of charcoal and then 11 of this other white and black one. So, let's get to work.
Start
We
it.
get paid.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
You get paid in yarn, like all the other yarn influencers. I think that was actually everything I had to talk about this time around. I might come back and film a little bit more to this vlog, as this was a bit rushed, as I am going to see my sister in the hospital right now. I just wanted to film some things before I headed out, because with family visiting, you know, it can become, you got to change your plans everywhere, especially with a newborn on the way. You don't know what the plan is. You can't really confirm anything because it's all dependent on the little ones. So that's why I wanted to just come in here now, quickly film something, talk about my cow pattern, my bug patterns, my little phone pouch, the new yarns, and my knit sweater, and then pack up and head out. So I hope you're all enjoying this content. It's quite fun to talk about my projects in such a way where I can actually express what my thoughts and feelings are about them all, and just share my journey with you all. So thank you for coming along, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are enjoying this content. Oh my god, one more thing. I can't believe I forgot to talk about this. I have applied to go do a market. So I haven't got in yet. I only did it yesterday afternoon. So hopefully they liked my application. I'm hoping that they will see that my dolls are pretty. No, I hope they're going to see that my dolls are like standoutish in Australia, because we don't get this plush yarn. I've had to import it all, and so I'm a bit of a standout when it comes to the craft community here, I believe anyway. And so I've applied to do a local makers market. It's the first time this group is doing this makers market. It's going to be held end of November, so fingers crossed that I get in and I get a lot of good Christmas traffic, but that means maybe over the next few weeks I'd be doing a bit more market prep videos, as well as a bit of a market vlog and things like that. So I'm very excited to share that journey with you all. Just hoping I get in. If not, better luck next time. I'll go find another market, but for now I'm very excited and I can't wait to talk about that whole journey with you all. So yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, if you like this content, please like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for joining in. Thank you for following along. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, evening, afternoon, dawn, dusk, everything like that, and I'll see you next time on the exciting adventures of Crochet Me Zaddy. I'll see you later. Bye. Ba 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 ba.